Hey guys, Coldbrew here, back with Watcher of Realms. I hope you're having all a great day. We have some big events starting in from tomorrow. Not only we're going to have summon events, so Arrogance Lust, then following it up on Friday with Silas and Vierna, but we also have a big like fusion type of events coming through where we will be able to get a skin for Silas. I'm not sure if this pops up for people who do not have Silas. I guess so. Because like for me, my like as an example, I have a skin already for Hatsuit, but I don't have Hatsuit, unfortunately. So yeah, we'll have this going on. We'll also have the last banner, which I wanted to make this video for, just to give you guys a PSA, public service announcement, on how you should be able to acquire possibly 2 legendaries for the price of 1. This is not guaranteed that you get the 2 legendaries, especially if you have a very few limited amount of summons. And also, if you really don't know where you are in your summoning pity, then you might find trouble. But let me just get you through the thinking process behind this and how you should be going with your summons. So first things first, the 250 summons go throughout these next following days, so you don't really have to do it on Wednesday. You don't really have to summon on Wednesday. There's no real reason to do that. The spiritual altar is going to be there until the 18th, so there's no rush. Nobody's rushing you. You can stay and summon, let's say, on Friday. Why should you do that? Why should you wait? Well, you don't necessarily have to wait, but people will get greedy and summon everything on Wednesday. So you can do some summons on Wednesday and then go on Friday. That's what I want to say. But let's go behind the reasoning behind this. So on tomorrow, when the summoning events start, you're gonna see this page right here, not this one. You're gonna see this page right here. It's gonna be the event exclusive page for summons, 250 summons to pick up Lust and possibly also Arrogance. Throughout your summoning, okay, you'll see a loading bar that it will be filling up depending on the number of summons that you're doing. Okay, if you're not sure where you are in terms of pity right now, you can check your summoning record and see whether or not you are close to pity. I believe is that in game right now? It's not in game right now, but I think on the next patch it will be, or we do have it. Okay, yeah, we do have it. Here it is. But this is not really a good way to track your pity. Honestly, they've added this, but it gets a little bit confusing, at least for me. And the way that I do it is I do it through our site, warcodex.com. We have a pity tracker over on the tools side of that. I have a link down below in the description, guys. And what you do is whenever you do a summon and you get a legendary, you can just track there the number of summons that you are on. And how you find your number, well, that's obvious. You go back to your summoning page and you look at this number right here. 6205 is my number of summons so far, and my last tracked legendary in terms of the site is 6093. So I'm about 112 summons right now, which is shown right there. In 88 pulls, I'll be able to pick up a legendary. So what am I gonna do for this? For me personally, for the summoning we're gonna have for Lust. What I will do, guys, is I'll summon about 80 pulls, so 10 pulls on the banner for Lust. Okay. By doing that, by doing the banner for Lust, let me just show you guys this. By doing the banner for Lust for 80 summons, I have the chance to possibly pick up Arrogance or Lust there. And also I can trigger Pity and pick up Arrogance right there if I wanted to. If I wanted to do more than 80. But if I wanted to pick up 2 legendaries, basically guaranteed, so Lust plus 1 other legendary, what I can do, instead of summoning the Pity on the Lust banner, I do the 80 summons. And then I continue on with more summons after that on the Silas banner, which will be coming in the following days after that on Friday. So what does that mean? That I'll hit pity while being on the Silas banner and possibly pick up a copy of Silas or a copy of Vierna, which honestly, now that I think of it, I don't really need any of the 2, but I'm just saying theoretically, if you are trying to get these, this couple is an amazing couple and makes Silas like a top tier unit, top 3 in terms of guild boss damage, I would say. If you have the couple together, if you have the bond skill for Silas. So going for him, going for extra copies of him really gets his damage to crazy amounts. So that's where I think also people will be summoning just to get awakenings for him. So by doing that, guys, you basically get a guaranteed from this banner, which doesn't necessarily guarantee it's going to be Silas or Vierna. It can be anything. It's just 10x chances here. And then after that, you come back and complete your summons to pick up Lust. But that is always assuming you have enough for 250 summons. If you don't have enough for 250 summons, if you're not a spender, if you're not somebody who has enough resources to spend to get the 250 summons, and you really want Lust, your best chances is just pull on her banner and maybe you get lucky. All right. If you don't have enough, that's what you do. You pull and you hope you get lucky. But Lust, honestly, on her own, or Arrogance on his own, is not going to give you that much. Now that I think of it, but it is still going to be, you know, two very solid champions. On the other hand, if you have maybe Vierna already and you don't have Silas, or you have Silas and you don't have Vierna, it's also a very, very good opportunity for you guys to pick up one of the two that you're missing. Possibly pick them up. Again, it's all about luck. That is with these games, it's all gacha. It's luck based, RNG. You pull, you summon, you summon, you summon. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. So what you should do also throughout the thing is keep track of your pity through this. If you don't want to use a side, it's fine. Just use a piece of paper, at least for today, just to keep track of it. Even if you hit your pity, again, you can still do the same thing. If you hit your pity while you're here, you just fall back right here. You do some more summons and you pick up Lust. So you'll get a guaranteed legendary at 250. You don't have to do all 250 here, guys. You can, of course, pick her up before that in just the randomness of the pool. But it's a 0.5% chance plus the chance of it being Arrogance, comparing it to being Lust. Also, copies of Lust are good, by the way. Her A1 provides a guaranteed defense down on the target when her slash attack hits. I made a video going over Lust and how she works with other Nightmare faction heroes, so I will be posting that probably tomorrow, with enough time for people to watch the video and decide on their own on how she does in terms of damage. But spoiler alert, she is top DPS in my video, so you should see it, see how it works. She honestly works better the more Nightmare heroes you have, so it depends also on your roster. This is a very cool opportunity for people to pick up two champions, two heroes. But again, it all depends on how many summons you've saved up. If you haven't saved up much, if you're a person like me who goes crazy on summons every time, you might not have saved up much. But again, one thing we all know in these types of games is when summoning events come up, offers also come up to purchase stuff. The rates of the offers in terms of how good they are, it's not the best. The Lunar Year bundles are out because of the Chinese New Year, but these are not worth it at all. Like for me, I don't like them. I don't like them at all. I even have this bundle, which is the I haven't bought a pack for a month bundle or something. This is called the Fortune Pack. Whenever you see this, it's because you haven't bought packs, guys, for a while. So this is one of the variations. The other variation I know is for energy. And then there's another one for 3 divine summons for $9.99 of this currency, the W gold, which is basically like $10 worth. So I was thinking about using it for legendary skill crystals, but I'll eventually get those. So I thought I might not buy something until the right pack comes through. And every Friday, I think they also do a 5 for 5 basically. So it basically ends up being rare summoning crystals 1 for $1. Okay, so it depends if you're a spender. What I do say is don't spend if you don't need to. If you're not enjoying the game too much, if there's nothing else that you want to be doing in the game, don't spend, because you just collecting heroes at that point, which doesn't change anything. Like for me, as an example, I'm just collecting heroes at this point. I do want some Nightmare heroes to finish off the faction trials, but that's a different discussion. In terms of guild boss, since I'm doing 54,000 blood with one attack, I don't need anything, but the Silas copies would be nice to make my Silas better. I also want Arrogance. I want lots of stuff. That's why I always summon. But I'm a content creator, so I do get some benefit out of that. So yeah, to make a long story short, what you should do, guys, very simple. If you have enough summons, go and do like maybe 100, 150 on the last banner. Assuming you won't get it, you go over when this pops out, the Silas and Vierna banner, you do the remaining ones. So you pick up one of the two possibly, or something else random, and then you come back and do more summons to go for last. But that's assuming you have lots and lots of summons available. If you just want this and you have like 50 summons, go for this one. That's it, guys, for today. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe. I'll see you all in the next video. See ya.